guys, welcome to Unit 8. So for Unit 8, we are going to be doing everything with area. So we're going to be taking these 2-dimensional figures, and also we're going to be taking 3D figures as well, and finding the area, surface area, volume, and all this stuff of it, okay? So there's going to be a lot of formulas. So basically, you're going to be taking formulas, figuring out how to use that formula and how to implement to solve problems. So let's jump into that. So the first one we're looking at is 8.1, area of parallelograms and triangles, okay? So the first thing we're going to look at is specifically, how do I find the area of a parallelogram? Well, I know that a parallelogram is technically a rectangle that's slanted. So literally the formula to find the area of a parallelogram is going to be A equals base times height, okay? So the one thing that we have to make sure we understand is that the base of my parallelogram is going to be one of these bases on the bottom here, one of the long bases here. So I can call this my B. But the one thing you have to make sure you understand is the height of my parallelogram is not this slanted guy here. It's going to be the height from the base straight down at a 90-degree angle. So that means if I take this and go all the way down at a 90-degree angle right here, this is going to be my height. Because the thing you have to understand is if I actually take this piece right here, this triangle that I just cut off, so if you look here, I'm going to do my best to try and draw it. Let me use a different color. If I took this triangle right here, this little piece right here that I just cut off, okay, and I actually drug it over here, so look, I'm going to try and do it. Watch. If I drug this all the way over here and put it right here, it actually forms a perfect rectangle right here, okay? And so I know to find the area of a rectangle, it's literally just base times the height. So that's all I'm doing here, is I'm doing the area equals the base times the height. And just so you know, this also includes rectangles. It also includes squares. So it's just base times height, that's it, okay? So let's jump over to triangles. So right now, I know that the area of a triangle, I know that if I take two triangles and put it together, it's either going to form a rectangle or it's going to form a parallelogram. So literally a triangle is just the half of that area. So that means if I want to find the area of a triangle, A is going to equal 1/2 the base times the height, okay? And the thing you need to understand is the same exact concept as we did a parallelogram. The height is from the base going down at a 90-degree angle. So right now, if you look at this triangle right now, this is a 90-degree angle right here. So that means this right here is going to be my height, and the bottom here is going to be my base. So base times height, take half of it, okay? Now it's going to be different on this triangle because there isn't a 90-degree angle. So the height of this is going to be from the vertex going straight down at a 90-degree angle. So same concept, this is my height and this is my base. So the main thing you need to recognize when dealing with the area of a triangle is what is the base and what is the height. And then plug that into the formula, type it in, or do the math, and then it'll get your answer, okay? So let's take these formulas and let's move them over to our examples. All right, so look at example number 1. So on number 1, it looks like it says it wants me to find the area. And it looks like on here I have a parallelogram, okay? So on this parallelogram, I know this is a parallelogram, so I'm gonna write my formula. A equals base times height. I'm gonna take the base, I'm gonna multiply it times the height, okay? So right now, if you look, going down at a 90-degree angle, straight down is gonna be my height, and then this is gonna be my base. So I'm literally just going to plug those numbers in. So my base is going to be 12.4 and my height is going to be 20.6. So literally I'm just going to multiply those together and give me 255.44. Now remember, I'm dealing with area. So area is how many square centimeters can fit inside here. So that's going to be centimeters squared. So ladies and gentlemen, the area of this parallelogram is 255.44 centimeters squared, okay? Move over to example number 2. All right, so on example number 2, it wants me to find the area, and it looks like this is a triangle. So in a triangle, automatically you should write the area of a triangle is 1/2 the base times the height. So right now we need to recognize my base. My base is the bottom of my triangle, so that's going to be 30 centimeters. And then remember, the height of your triangle is from the vertex straight down at a 90-degree angle. So from the vertex at a 90-degree angle, my height is going to be 12 centimeters. Remember, this is going to be your slant height. This is not your actual height of your triangle, so it's not 22. So I'm literally just going to plug that into my formula. So I'm doing 1/2 of the base times the height. So what I'm going to do, 180. So that means the area of my triangle is going to be 180 centimeters. Remember, it is squared centimeters, because that means there's 180. If I took 180 1 by 1 square centimeters, that means base and height would be 1 centimeter. I could take 180 of these and stick them inside this triangle, okay? Moving on to example number 3. On example number 3, it says the area of the triangle below is 84 centimeters squared. And key thing, if you ever see centimeters squared, it automatically means area, or that squared symbol. What is the missing dimensions? So it looks like the area of a triangle, I automatically know area of a triangle is A equals 1/2 base times height. I've been given the area, so this is my A. So A is going to be 84. I've been given my base, which is going to be 20, and then it looks like I'm trying to find my height. So I need to find my height. So I'm going to plug in all my info, and then I'm going to actually solve for my variable here. So my A is going to be 84, my base is going to be 20, and then my height is going to be X here. Okay, so my objective is to get X by itself. All right, so automatically I can go ahead and distribute this. So 1/2 of 20 is going to be 10. So I get 10x equals 84, and then I'm going to divide by 10 on both sides. So x is going to equal 8.4 centimeters. Okay? Moving on to example number 4. All right, look at example number 4. It says the area of the shape below is 56 centimeters squared. What is the value of x? So right now, looking at this shape, this is a rectangle, which is also a parallelogram, which can use the same formula as a square. So I know the area of that is going to be A equals base times height. So it looks like 14 is going to be my base, and it looks like my height is going to be x plus 1. So I'm literally just going to plug in everything I know. So they're giving me the area, which is 56. So I'm going to put 56 in for the A. My base is going to be 14, and then I'm going to multiply that times the height, which is x plus 1. So literally all I have to do is get x by itself. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to distribute my 14. So I'm going to get 56 equals 14x plus 14. Okay. I'm going to subtract 14 on both sides, which is going to end up giving me 42. And then I'm going to divide by 14 on both sides. Is going to end up giving me 3. So x is going to end up giving me 3. So if I wanted to find the height of that, I could just plug 3 in for that. So 3 times 1, or 3 plus 1 would be 4. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, x is going to be 3 right here. So basically what I did was I took these formulas, I used them in a proper way by setting up my formulas. So the key thing is writing out your formulas and then plugging it in. Write out your formula, plug in what you know, and then solve for what you need. Okay, good luck on your skill check, and let me know if you have any questions.